Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us again today. It is July the 23rd. We always look forward to being able to come together and the area's only live local talk and entertainment show, Virginia This Morning. Amy Lacey and I are proud to be the host of this very special program. I'm Bill Bevins.
Hey, Bill, so good to be here with you this morning. It is the fourth Smooth Day Tuesday in July. We consider you, our valued friends and viewers of the show, to be our extended family, and we're so happy to have you tune in each weekday morning from 9 to 10 a.m.
All right, so I've got something that I wanted to, because we got a chef in this morning.
Yeah.
Got vegetables over there smelling great. I went yesterday for the first time and checked the garden because it's been raining for a couple of days. It wasn't doing great, and I've been watering it with the hose and everything. It got hot, we got a lot of rain, and bam!
Yeah?
Everything.
Growing good now.
And the cucumbers were the size of my pinky the last time I checked 2 or 3 days ago were like, pick me now.
Wow.
I'm ready to go. So, yeah, that worked out great. It's amazing the difference for like actual rainfall makes versus the hose.
Yeah, usually the rain lasts an hour maybe or longer, and then the hose is just a little sprinkle here and there. But I don't even try growing vegetables anymore because I forget to water them at all.
Yeah, you gotta stay with them. And the flowers, I transplanted some flowers. Timing was perfect late last week, and of course I was like, it's a little late to be transplanting these guys. But with all that rain, they did great.
Yeah, take a shot sometimes. You never know what will happen.
We'll find out if they'll get another drink in a few minutes. Right now, it's time for us to do a quick preview and share a few of the highlights that you're going to actually see on today's show, including our fun feature we call Everywhere You Are. This is where we get to peek at some of the highlights of your life. Take a look at this viewer's submission.
Nice.
Yeah, that's not in Chesterfield.
No, it's not. I've been to this place before.
All right, we'll find out who sent that in, and we'll do more show and share. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
And local chef, caterer, and restaurateur Asor Ariank is here to share more of his culinary magic with us. He's got a kitchen hack to share on how easy it can be to cut up vegetables. We'll do some slicing, a little dicing. Then he's going to walk us through the step-by-step process of putting together a Tex-Mex steak taco salad.
Yeah, they don't call him the kitchen magician for nothing.
Yeah.
And we have some live music for you to enjoy. It's been almost 6 years since Jason Jenkins performed on our show. Today, there you go. He's accompanied by our musical friend Lucy Kilpatrick and Kevin Gaines. We're happy to have the Jason Jenkins Trio live in our studio. Their smooth sounds of jazz. We'll enjoy 2 songs in our live show. There's that little preview. Woo! Yeah. You guys could have kept going. That would have been nice.
Yeah, there's something about this stand-up bass that just adds some cool factor to the morning show.
Definitely.
And of course, smooth jazz goes hand in hand with Smooth Day Tuesday. Right now, let's send it to Tom Patton, who has a look at the local forecast. Hey, Tom.
Good morning. Good to see you guys. Bill, you're right. The real rain does something for the garden that simply watering cannot do.
It won't do it, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when it rains, sometimes you get that nice cloud cover, and that lets the water settle in without evaporating. Rainwater has trace elements in it, carbon dioxide and other things that plants love. So
yeah,
that's a little bit.
It makes a big difference, and that Amy was right, because the rain will soak in, like you said. First of all, it's not a sunny day, so it's not burning off, and then it's soaking in, and it'll last for a while.
That's
and
right.
I can't stand there with the well and water it for an hour, so
yeah,
that won't work.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, it's very humid, and I know a lot of things love the humidity, and the dew points are in the 70s for the next few days. So any rain, again, could produce some downpours. And right now we're just tracking a mix of sun and clouds, so partly sunny, but it's a very humid morning here. Not much happening here as we pull out a little bit. But way out, we'll start to see some showers developing probably into the afternoon and evening tonight. So I think we'll have a couple more chances for rain before midnight tonight, and potentially even after midnight. All right, there's a look at Independence Golf Club, and that is out on the Chesterfield line area. Part of that's in Powhatan, parts in Chesterfield there, Winterfield Road, Robius Road. 79 degrees right now. The dew point is 74, and the airport's reporting a mostly cloudy sky. Yeah, go ahead. Do you want to call it mostly or partly cloudy? Just depends on where you are, I suppose. The dew point's up there, so it's a very muggy day today. It's not going to get super hot, but as I mentioned, the humidity is going to stick around here. Upper 70s already to around 80, and today we'll look for high near 89 degrees with afternoon storms, very humid. We'll start to see those popping likely after 2 and then becoming a bit more numerous during the remainder of the afternoon and evening tonight. And then overnight tonight, or at least into the evening and a portion of the overnight, we'll at least leave that chance in for some rain, some storms possible, about 74 for the overnight low. And you just got to keep in mind, just about any time now for the rest of summer, any thunderstorm could really dump a lot of rainfall over a short period of time. So that's good to know. And that's why we keep an eye on that dew point. So going into the afternoon, probably about 2-ish into the 4 o'clock hour, some showers, some storms, right into the later evening hours. I know the flying squirrels are back in town tonight. And then into the overnight, and some of that could be some real heavy rainfall right there. Right into tomorrow morning, there still could be some lingering showers. And then again, I think by tomorrow afternoon, and this pattern kind of stays unsettled into Thursday. The chance stays with us, and then into Thursday afternoon. So there you go. All right, we'll show you the 7-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Yes, I'll be back. Virginia This Morning will continue right after this.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Virginia This Morning is the place where you can find out what's trending in and around our community. I'm Amy Lacey, of course, here with Mr. Bill Bevins. Hi, Mr. B.
Good morning, and we hope that everyone is off to a smooth start on Smooth Day Tuesday. Whether you are into food, fun, fashion, financial topics, music, and a lot more, we have something for everyone. So let's get that covered and jump right in. All right, now's a great time to do a recap for those of you who are just tuning in.
We always look forward to opening up our inbox to showcase fun viewer pictures and videos that happen along your life's journey. Keep them coming. Our Everywhere You Are segment is where we will do just that, and we're opening the lid a little bit later today.
All right, Executive Chef Azar Ariank is here with a vegetable dicing kitchen hack. Once he gets those done, he's going to slice up some tender steak that he's going to put together with his signature Tex-Mex steak taco salad. Yum! Can't wait for that. That's coming up a little bit later on in the show.
And we absolutely cannot wait for the Jason Jenkins Trio to perform live in our studio. We've been bebopping a little bit this morning.
Yeah.
It's fun to have music here.
Looking forward to that. And for those of you who are just tuning in, we want to share another look at what's happening outside. Let's get out to the weather garden with Tom Patton and the weather.
I get to see you again?
Yeah.
All right, good to see you guys. Yeah, well, happy Tuesday. All right, I think we're going through the hour-by-hour forecast, and then we'll have some changes coming for the weekend ahead, which is good. So just to recap here, I think by this afternoon we'll start to see some showers developing with some thunderstorms, and then becoming a bit more numerous later into the afternoon, and I think still into the evening, and some of this could be pretty heavy, and into a portion of the overnight. There's through 2 o'clock in the morning. I just realized this fountain is really loud. I don't know if you can, I can hear it coming through my own microphone and into my earpiece. And it's got a slight delay. So I hear it and then I hear it. All right, and then as we go into the overnight into tomorrow morning, and then I did mention we'll have another chance for some thunderstorms going into tomorrow afternoon, Thursday, and then again Thursday later in the day. And we'll finally have a cold front that'll be coming through. And that cold front is going to bring some changes for the upcoming weekend, which will be very nice. I mean, nothing dramatic, but I think we'll at least have some lower humidity to talk about. All right, so we're looking at 80s. Nothing crazy here. The average is still 90 for this time of year. And we'll have overnight lows in the 70s. I'm sorry, Luke, I'm gonna have to bail early. I didn't know you needed that much time. I just got like a 2-minute, and I'm like, what? All right, and there we go. Some 80s yet for the next few days. And then we've got 80s right through the weekend, so nothing crazy, a little bit below average. But you got to look at the overnight low temperatures, and we'll fall into the 60s, which means some slightly drier air will be coming in. So I know it's really humid if you got outdoor activities these next few days, but we're not in any kind of advisory criteria. That temperature just isn't hot enough. But the dew point is up there, and of course that's kind of how we roll now, from now through August pretty much, just some good old humid days. All right, 80s into the weekend, and then 80s early next week, 60s and 70s then for your overnight low temperatures. I hope I used up enough time for you guys. All right, back to you guys in the studio.
Oh, thank you,
It's so humid outside we can hear the water bubbling.
Yeah, I think it's time for him, though, to also have a little bit of a water break because it is warm. You got to keep hydrated this time of year. Well, aside from today being National Vanilla Ice Cream Day, that's my personal favorite flavor, we wanted to take a look at what July 23rd means in terms of the year.
Okay.
That means it's the 205th day of the year. It's the 33rd day of summer, and that means there are 161 days left this year.
I was told there would be no math today.
Well, mark your calendars because fall will be here in 61 days. It'll be sweater weather soon. Leo is the zodiac sign. I'm kind of bummed about that because I'm Cancer and we just switched into Leo season. It's not as...
And cue the music. I'm a yield sign. All right, we'll catch up with Jason Jenkins and enjoy a few songs from his talented group when our live show returns. We'll see you on the other side of a break. All right, folks, welcome back. Man, I'm excited about this. Now in its third decade of dedication, the Jason Jenkins Trio performs regularly at jazz festivals, concert halls, and has several residences at some of Virginia's top listening venues. The Jason Jenkins Trio makes a return visit to Virginia this morning after 6 years. And we're going to get two selections from them in just a few moments. But first, we welcome them back to Virginia this morning and catch up with Jason. And Amy mentioned something over there on the other side when we were getting started, and she said, there's something about an upright bass. It makes all the difference in the world. It adds that certain element. You know something good's coming. Probably a piccolo would have been an easier instrument to carry around, but it wouldn't be as cool as this. Welcome. Good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
When we ran into each other in the green room before the show, I walked in and I saw Lucy right off the bat, and I'm like, I love that girl. You guys got to wait. And but Richmond has been a jazz scene for so long and continues to be. Why is that, Jason?
So many good jazz players, you know, just the older generation of jazz players, the younger generation, everyone has something to contribute, and it's like a joy, you know, to play with both sides, you know. So,
yeah, so you get both the people that are just coming up, they're learning from you, they're showing you new things, and it makes a big difference. So you played pretty much any venue that's available in the Richmond area. You have some favorite spots you play in, and people obviously love the group. And one of the things we do know about jazz groups is that if this person isn't available that night because they've got a gig with somebody else, there's plenty of talent to draw from.
There's plenty of talent. I'm lucky to have these guys here because these guys play everywhere all the time, so I'm fortunate this morning, Bill.
We haven't had live music in the studios because of that thing we don't talk about anymore that happened a couple of years ago. And, we're very excited. And when I saw you guys set up in here, I'm like, we're in for a treat today. When you play, and I know that you guys get a lot out of it, but I noticed a lot of musicians when they play, they have their eyes closed, and I'm like, y'all should look out and see what's going on out there because people are soaking it in.
Sure. It's a classic of being in the zone, I guess. You know, when you're playing your music, it's your craft, and you just get in your craft, and you just stay there.
So, and of course, obviously, you're listening to what your partners are playing here and kind of working on that, and you do get in that zone, as you say. But then when it stops and that reaction comes in, that's the payoff.
That's the payoff.
Yeah.
That's the payoff. And we're having a conversation, you know.
Yeah.
As you see, I'll talk to Lucy in a certain way musically, talk to Kevin in a certain way musically, and we hope that relates to the audience in certain ways.
Well, it do. It definitely does, and it makes a big difference. Obviously, you provide a lot of joy, and it makes a huge difference for those of us who listen. So let's do some of that. You ready to go?
Yes, sir.
All right, right now, folks, I hope you are going to enjoy this. The Jason Jenkins Trio, Jason on bass, Lucy Kilpatrick on keyboards, and Kevin Gaines is on drums. They are the Jason Jenkins Trio, and this one's called Coming Home, Baby. Take it home. Nicely done, nicely done. That's Jason Jenkins Trio performing Coming Home, Baby. And they're not going home. They're going to stick around a little while and do another song for us. And that's coming up a little bit later in our show. Make plans to come on out and see this talented trio perform live on Thursday, August 15th from 5 till 7 p.m. They will be at the Barrel Thief Wine and Provisions. And then on Wednesday, October 9th, they have another gig. They'll take part in the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts weekly jazz series. Their new album is called Synonymous and Autonomous. It's streaming on iTunes and Spotify. For more information on how you can book them for your next party or event, we'll post a link on our show website by early this afternoon at virginiathismorning.com. Thank you very much. That was great. All right, we're going to send it over to Amy, who has some more.
Yeah, there's just something cool about being in the studio today, Bill. It definitely is nice, and we look forward to their next song coming up, so you stick with us too. Let's just say you wanted to make Chef Andre Smith's sweet chili lobster roll from yesterday. It was absolutely delicious, but you forget all the steps, or you want more information on the community event we shared. You can just visit our show website at virginiathismorning.com to find and rewatch any segments again. Also, if you have access to Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Android TV channels, you can watch it there. If you need the app, just visit the App Store on your device and search WTBR Richmond. The best part, that app is absolutely free. Our live show returns in just a few minutes, and our Everywhere You Are segment is up next.
All right, welcome back. It's time now for Everywhere You Are. Can't wait to open up the inbox.
Okay, Mr. B, this is the part of the show where we get a chance to live vicariously through our valued viewers and friends of the show. So what are we looking at first today?
All right, Sabina and her family visited Canada this summer, and they got a photo at Niagara Falls they sent to us. Very nicely done.
Will Vares visited the U.S. Army Infantry Museum in Columbus, Georgia. He said he attended infantry school in 1979, and this was his first time back.
Probably changed a little bit. I was down at Fort Greg Adams, the former Fort Lee, earlier in the summer. First time I'd been back since I was there in the 70s.
Okay.
It grown a little bit.
A little bit, just a smidge.
Yeah, and Leslie Lewis shot this photo on a quick getaway to the Outer Banks.
Beautiful. I don't think I could ever get enough of looking at water and the sun, and it just looks so gorgeous out there.
Fantastic.
Having fun with your family, friends, and pets, we'd like to share in the adventure while staying connected to you.
All right, please send us a video, a picture, or a comment to our Virginia This Morning Facebook or Instagram page. Of course, you can just email us at virginiathismorning@WTVR.com, and we'll take care of the rest.
And Bill, let's take a quick stroll
All right, let's go.
right now into the kitchen where we find top executive chef and restaurateur Asar Aryank. You have a dicing vegetable hack, and that's one of those things I always need help with. So thank you for coming in for that today.
Well, you're welcome. My pleasure.
We always like having you here because we usually learn something the right way and the wrong way to do things. And of course, you've got a big cutting board here
Yes.
and a lot of vegetables, and we're going to make salads. So we're going to get out of your way and we'll
Okay.
move down. So what's first?
Yeah, so the first thing that I'm going to show you is just a simple way to either do a julienne or a dice cut on a pepper.
Okay.
Now, a lot of times I've seen some real interesting ways that people cut peppers up.
Interesting means
Real
wrong.
But whenever you're dealing with a vegetable, what you're always going to want to try to do is create a flat surface so it doesn't roll around and move around on you.
Less
And
chances of getting hurt.
Letting hurt, there you go. You don't want to send you to MCV. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a cut down here.
Get a
See,
flat bottom.
got a flat
on it.
bottom.
Now it's nice and steady.
There's nice and steady. But then also you see this top piece. A lot of times I've seen people cut the top off, throw it away. But this whole thing you can utilize. So we're going to do this now. We're going to cut the top part off. So you can utilize all of that. So now that we have a flat surface, we can go ahead and make a cut here, cut here, cut there, and a cut there. Then you have all your waste just sitting right here. And these little panels right here is what you'll utilize to make your cut. So let's say if you wanted to do a julienne cut, you can just go straight down like that. Another important factor with doing your knife cuts is having a sharp knife. A lot of times people get hurt with utilizing a dough knife. With utilizing a
won't go
dough
and you're
knife, it
forcing
won't.
it.
Yep, you're
Yep.
forcing it, and it's a lot of pressure that you're gonna have to put down on the knife to have it do the cut. Another quick hack we can also that I like to show you as well.
Sorry, before you go any further, you said you were going to use these guys. Are
so you
use them in
could
something
you
else?
could use, so being that this is sort of like an odd shape, you can use this. Let's say if you had an omelet station or something,
Okay.
you can dice these up. So you just go ahead and cut.
And they taste the same as the
Same, yeah.
others?
It's
They're
just,
not
it
more
tastes the
tough or
same.
anything?
No, it tastes the same exact
Okay.
way.
All right.
Just the shape will be a little bit
'Cause I
different.
have been throwing the tops away.
Sometimes my daughter finds the tops in her school lunch that I pack for
There you go.
her.
Oh,
So
You found a place to use them, huh? You're going to get these for lunch, whether you like it or not. Okay? All right, so you see the
Right,
top,
good.
you can utilize those, and you could just have a nice dice on them or leave them
And
in
use
a
them for
julienne
something
cut.
else,
There
yeah.
you go.
Okay, good.
Okay, and also for an onion, so here I have one cut, but I'm going to show you from the start to finish. So here we have the root and the top.
Mm-hmm.
What you want to do is just cut right through it. And you want to leave that root intact.
okay.
For two reasons. One, it holds the whole onion together, and secondly, by leaving that root intact, you won't have as much tears in your eyes, because when you cut that, it releases all of those gases and it makes you cry.
Who knew?
So I'm going to cut this front part off, and then I'm going to peel back just a layer.
So the root is the root of the problem.
The root of the problem. There you go.
Okay,
Nice
gotta
one.
remember that. All right.
The root is the root of the problem. So we're going to go ahead and put that there. And as you can see now, we have the flat part on the top. And what I'm going to do is just make some horizontal cuts.
'Cause
And you
it's
try
flat
to,
and you
it's
can't.
flat, and you can do that. And you're going to try to get
Stop
it
before
back
you
as
get down to the
close to the root,
yeah.
as close as you can. So we'll make one more. And then what I'm going to do now is some vertical cuts. So just go down.
Look at that. And they're all just about the same
Yep,
size.
this is how you'll
which
get
is important for
uniformity.
Cooking.
It's not his first
Exactly.
This is not his first onion. I
And
I
then we're
can
just
see
gonna
it
go
now.
down, okay? And you get a nice dice every time. So you just do that, and you see you got nice uniform cuts right there. So, and if we wanted to do julienne cut, which is, you know, the long straight ones, we just cut the root
rid
off
of
this
the-
time and get it done quick so you don't cry.
What if you cry because you've just cut your finger? Because that's what
Yeah,
would happen in
you
my
don't want to do
house.
that either. So we'll cut the front and back off, and now we have this piece right here. And then what a lot of the times people do is cut it this way, which is the wrong way. It's going to give you different sizes. So you cut it from this way, you just drop the knife down and there you go.
That easy.
Just that easy.
That easy.
I'm done.
And that
Especially
fast,
if you know what
too.
you're doing. Yeah. All right, thank
there
you,
you
sir.
go. You're welcome.
Very good. All right, so we learned about onions and the root, and we learned about the peppers and not wasting any and using every piece of it. That is a great hack.
Yes.
And, you know, we have to stretch our food as far as we can get it now, and
Definitely.
it makes a big difference.
Definitely. Food cost is definitely up, so you want to utilize all your product.
You're crying about
No
the
waste.
cost, but not about the root of the onions. So it makes a big difference.
Definitely.
All right, folks, there was some great hacks for you. When we come back from the break, we'll enjoy the second song from the Jason Jenkins Trio. They've got something planned for us.
We'll be back in less than 3 minutes and hope to see you on the other side of the break. Stay with us. Welcome back, everybody. It is our Smooth Day Tuesday show. Glad to have you with us. Now, keeping with the smooth theme, it's time to enjoy another selection from our featured musical guests, the Jason Jenkins Trio. In the event you missed their first song, don't worry. You can go back later today and watch the performance again on virginiathismorning.com. But once again, without further ado, here's Jason Jenkins on bass, Lucy Kilpatrick on keyboard, and Kevin Gaines on drums. They're the Jason Jenkins Trio with Pebble Beach. Take it away. inspiration. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for coming in today. There's just something about music that is so good for the soul. So thank you for sharing your gifts with us today. Once again, the Jason Jenkins Trio, Jason Jenkins on bass, Lucy Kilpatrick on keyboard, and Kevin Gaines on drums. You have a chance to see the Jason Jenkins Trio. This week, you can see them perform live, not this week, next month, Thursday, August 15th from 5 to 7 p.m. They'll be at the Barrel Thief Wine and Provisions. And then on Wednesday, October 9th, they'll take part in Virginia Museum of Fine Art's weekly jazz series. Their new album called Synonyms and Antonyms is streaming on iTunes and Spotify. For more information, you can visit our show website by early this afternoon at virginiathismorning.com. Bill, there is still so much more to come, and there's some stuff cooking in the kitchen, too.
Yeah. And I'd like to quote Ricky Ricardo. I love Lucy. That was great. All right, I'm here with Chef Azar Ariank. He's getting ready to show us how to put together homemade Tex-Mex steak taco salad, packed with great flavor. That's coming up after a quick break. All right, folks, time to enjoy a great lunch option, or if you want to wait for dinner, that's fine too. Earlier, Chef Azar Ariank shared his vegetable dicing kitchen hack that you can watch later this afternoon. But right now, it's time to get going and make his signature Tex-Mex steak taco salad. Can't wait to get started. All right, so you've got, folks, if you got an electric range at home, you say, well, I can't grill a steak inside. Yeah, you can. You get one of those guys right there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and it is hot.
Yeah, it's hot. You want to see like that smoke coming off of it, because that way you know it's at the right temp. It'd be very similar to your outdoor grill.
Exactly. But you're in the air conditioning.
And yeah, definitely. And you
There's
won't,
that.
No mosquito bites either.
Right.
Okay.
So you want it super hot, so when that steak goes on there, it's going to sizzle.
Sizzle, for sure.
And sear.
There you go, Bill. You've been doing so many segments with me. You already, you know everything already.
Well,
so
no. I know a little.
So we have here, this is a ribeye. You can, a good cut of steak for this particular recipe, you can use ribeye. Or if you want to get real fancy, you can use a tenderloin if you like to, but a ribeye will do just fine. It's
going to work good.
Definitely. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that on there. That sizzle is what you're looking for. And I put that at about 2 o'clock. Meaning if it was a 2 o'clock is going to, if you want to get those nice diamonds, or you go 2 o'clock and 10 o'clock, or you could go 1 o'clock and 11 o'clock, depending on how pointy you want those to be.
Another hack.
That's it. There you go. There's another one.
It'll give you a grid to slice with.
There you go. If you want to do that as well. Okay, so we're gonna let that do its thing. We're gonna probably let it go for approximately 2.5 minutes on each side. But we could always check it. One thing when you're cooking, don't be afraid to say, oh, I wonder what's happening on that other side. Some people just say, oh, it's something, the temperature's too hot, or I don't know what it looks like. If your temperature's too hot, you can always move the pan and take it off the heat, or you can lower your temperature. So you're in control when you're in the kitchen. Take a look. You see it's getting there. Okay, so we got that going. Yep. And what we're going to do now is I have a ear of corn that I shucked already, and I'm just going to take a little bit of oil, just drizzle that on there. I'm going to put that on there as well.
Now you laid that long way, not across.
Long way, yeah. Because what that's going to do is it's going to touch more of the corn versus those little humps, so I just did it that way. Put a little salt on that as well.
And now salt and pepper on the side.
Other side, yep. That we didn't put it on.
We did face down on the other one. Yep.
Sure. So we got that going.
Okay.
So on this over here now, we have some avocado. That's going to go in our salad as well. And here's another little hack too. See this little seed in the avocado? That helps to prevent your avocado from oxidizing. So you know how you cut the avocado and it turns brown? If you leave this seed in there with the avocado, it won't oxidize on you.
So you wait till the last minute.
Yep, like the last minute, and you just spin that and take it out. But if you want to just dice this avocado up and then just place that seed in it, it won't make it turn brown.
Oh, okay.
So you can do that.
Another hack.
Another little hack. We're just loaded with hacks today. Last minute. And so now I'm gonna just make a nice little dice with this avocado. Like that.
So this is the difference here, is that he makes everything look easy, and we all know it ain't necessarily so. Yeah.
Okay, so we did that now. So we have that sitting right there, and I have a half of a lime. I'm just gonna squeeze
And that'll help.
some of that lime juice
the
on
browning
it. That'll
as well.
help as well.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at this steak. It's probably right where we want it to be.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, so now we go
Turn that over.
now we go to the 10.
There you go, Bill.
Yeah.
Bill, you're gonna take this over after that now, because you got it.
Like I said, I can repeat what you say. Whether I retain that information is a whole different thing. Yeah.
Okay, let's see how this corn's doing. Okay, we got a little
Looking
bit of
great,
char on that
Yep.
corn. All right, so I'm gonna add a little salt and pepper on to this avocado over here.
I'm over here like, yeah, that's good.
Smell-o-vision, we're gonna have
Yeah,
that
bring
next.
in some of that.
We'll get some of that soon. That's coming soon. Add a little salt to that, and a little pepper, and we're just gonna dance that around. Throw that in there.
Put that seed in there. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So, and as you can see with this ribeye, I cut it down a little bit. So I had like one whole long ribeye. So I cut the steak thinner. And you know, sometimes if you have the grill, you have like a 1-inch thick steak over there, but
Not good for
not,
strips.
Not good.
Yeah.
Not good for little strips, and also not good for a 9 minutes.
Yeah. Right.
Segment.
We
Yeah.
have a short amount of time.
Okay. So that's already good right there. So what we'll do now is, you see how we had this one going in that direction? We'll turn it back to the 2 o'clock now. That'll give you the
Now you get
diamonds.
your crossing.
There you go.
Okay. Corn's coming along.
Mm-hmm. Corn's working nicely.
So these pans, you can find them pretty much anywhere you buy cookware and everything.
Anywhere
'cause
you buy
I don't
cookware.
have one of those. And, you know, sometimes you just can't go outside and grill. I mean, either
Not at all.
it's like 100 degrees outside or it's cold and rainy. So
You can find these at any place, like you said, that sells cookware. If you want to go to like Home Goods,
Yeah.
you know, Marshalls,
Yep.
those types of places have them. You can
Good deal.
go to Restaurant Depot, Walmart.
You need the
You name
exhaust
it.
fan
Yep.
on in your house.
Yes, you definitely need the exhaust fan.
All right, looking
All right.
good though.
All right. So that one's good, and
Now you're going to do your cross
you
pattern
see-
on this.
Yep. So you see the nice cross that we have there. So what I'm gonna do now is take my salad, and I'm gonna fluff it up a little bit. And I have the other components of it here. I have some red onion, and you know we have some here too. We can
Yeah.
take some of that, sprinkle that on there. Popcorn. There you go. I'm gonna take some diced tomatoes. Put that on that as well.
And we saw you do your prep work earlier, and you went through that pretty quick. And the prep it's kind of like Kevin and the band over there. They have to practice. You have
Yes.
to prep. Yeah.
You got to put your 10,000 hours in.
Yeah.
Yeah, this steak's in pretty good shape
Yep.
right there. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna pull this off, and we'll just let it rest. That's really important too, letting it rest, because that way it won't leak all of its juices out when you cut into it. So we'll let
Corn's
the corn
got a
do the
little
rest.
ways to go.
Little ways to go, but the thing is, the less amount of time you cook it, the more snap and pop it has to it. So it tastes good like that too. All right, so now I have a little bit of salsa. Just a little bit of that in there.
This is a Tex-Mex salad
There we
after
go.
all.
Put a little
Yeah.
bit of that in there.
Now we're not gonna actually eat this time. We're gonna have to go to a break in a little while.
Okay.
All right. So that corn is
Yeah, I'm gonna pull that off.
Now, are you able to? Yeah, he is.
Yeah, we're
He's
gonna
going
cut
right
that
to
off.
it.
We're gonna
I was
go
going to
right
say
to
it's hot. Are you going to be able to do that?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine. That's
doesn't
not
bother
gonna hurt
him.
me here.
Got your flat surface
Flat
that
surface.
we saw earlier,
Cut that
and off
off.
comes the corn.
And there's nothing like utilizing fresh corn when you make something. You'll notice a huge difference in the flavor versus buying corn that's
He had some.
canned.
I mean, literally picked it, walked in the house, and cooked it.
There you go, Bill.
Oh, that's good.
They have a nice sweetness to it.
It's sweet, sweet.
Yeah, you'll never want to eat corn out of any other way again. After
So am I not only corny, I'm sweet.
that. So we got some cheese.
Right, Amy?
Absolutely.
She didn't hear what I said. It was right.
I did. You're corny and sweet.
There we go.
Okay, so we have that.
I'm trying to stay out of the way here.
It's all right, Bill. I'm gonna take the avocado, put some of that on there.
Put him on the top.
Yep. And the steak, it's been resting.
Oh, that looks good.
We got another little hack that you can utilize at home as well for cooking your steaks, and it's a little trick that
Hold on,
go ahead.
sorry, I want to make sure this is okay.
Make sure that that's good. A little quality control right there.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
All right, so you could check the temp of your steak. If you want it rare, you just touch your palm right there. That's rare, medium rare, medium well done. So that
move your
temp,
fingers and
yep.
tighten
So that's
up.
rare, just like that. And every time you adjust, it's sort of like playing his bass. You know, you just
Boom, 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 boom. Yep, there you go.
All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and garnish this up. I'm gonna take a little. This is just some sour cream. I add a little salt and lime to it. Put that over the top.
And good.
I got some cilantro here. Just gonna add some pinches of that. Pinching it off like that, it's sort of like muddling it. It gives you that nice flavor just from the pinch. You don't never want to chop that up with a knife, because not only will you beat the cilantro up, it'll change the color of it and it won't look good anymore. And now I'm gonna
hack.
finish it up with just some fried tortilla strips on the top. You know, you can't have a taco salad
forget
without
the
some
cheese.
tortilla. Yeah,
More
we got
cheese,
some
please.
on there.
More
but we
cheese,
got, more
please.
cheese. We got a little more. A little more for you, Bill. No problem.
There we go, right on
There you
top.
go.
All right.
And scallion.
So you got onions and scallions.
Yeah.
This thing's going to kick. It's really going to kick. All right. Man, that's looking great. All right, I'll try not to eat it before we come back from the break. Stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. A great show today. What a fabulous, smooth Tuesday. You can't go wrong with delicious food, great music. We're in the Virginia This Morning kitchen with the fan favorite, Chef Asar Aranka. And wow, we had so many kitchen hacks today.
And his kitchen hack on how to dice up vegetables was perfect because we saw it in action. Now we've been looking forward to tasting, and I hit all the forks except for one. Son of a gun. So looks like I'll have to eat it. Sorry, Amy.
This has your name on it today, Bill.
I'm going to just dig right in here. I want to get something of everything here.
That'll be
Well, I got a piece of meat there, but I can't get the rest out, Chef. There we go.
There we go.
I'm starting to get there.
There we go.
Man.
A lot of different flavors going on there, but I would think that that's a happy marriage in your mouth, Bill. Seems like you're pretty happy with it.
Go ahead. That was great.
So something that you mentioned too about the hack with the avocado, I absolutely never knew that about keeping the seed in.
Yeah, that would definitely help prevent oxidation. So just keep, and if you also make guacamole, and you use a few avocados
Yeah.
and making a batch, just throw those seeds in the guacamole while it's just still there, while you made it.
Yeah.
And it helps prevent it from turning color too. So I do that all the time.
You have kept me from having to go to the grocery store.
Big
There you
thank
go.
you.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And also, thank you to all our guests today, including Chef Azar Ariank. The Jason Jenkins Trio, our live show, returns tomorrow, 8:56 a.m. right here on CBS 6.
The Jason Jenkins Trio is going to play some music as we say goodbye. We'll see you tomorrow. This is Smooth One.